Hi friend, this is Lakshmi, Assistant Professor in the Department of SNH, Chebrolu Engineering College. This is class 22, topic Types of Polarization. First of all, we discuss about the what is meant by polarization. By the application of external electric field, the charges in the dielectric medium are displaced. Due to displacement of electric charge, a net dipole momentum is developed in the material. So this phenomena is called polarization. There are four different types of polarization. They are electric polarization, ionic polarization, orientation polarization, space charge polarization. Let us briefly discuss about all types of polarization. First we discuss electric polarization. So the definition of electric polarization is displacement of positively charged nucleus and the negatively charged electron in an atom in a opposite direction by the application of electric field. Due to that, a dipole is created. This phenomena is called electronic polarization. That means here the polarization phenomena is occurring by the application of electric field. Now, on applying field, the electron cloud around the nucleus shift towards the positive end of the field as the nucleus and electron cloud are separated by a distance. So due to that, a dipole is created. Now a dipole momentum is created in each and every atom. That means the extent of this shift is proportional to the applied field intensity. Now the induced dipole momentum is represented by mu E and it is always proportional to the applied electric field. Here there is a proportionality constant, that is alpha E. Alpha E is called electronic polarizability. Now the dipole momentum per unit volume is called electronic polarization. The electronic polarization is increases with increase of volume of the atom, and this kind of polarization is mostly performed by monoatomic gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, etc. And also the electronic polarization is independent on temperature. It occurs at only optical frequency. The frequency range for optical is 10 power 15 hertz, and it is a fast process between 10 power minus 15 to 10 power minus 16 seconds. These are the properties of electronic polarization. Now, how we can calculate the electronic polarizability? That is formula for alpha E. Now, electronic polarization can be explained by classical model of atom in gases. In gases, the atoms are assumed that the interaction among the atoms is negligible. That means in gases there are number of atoms and they move in a random direction, so the interaction between the atoms is simply negligible. Here the nucleus of a charge is represented by plus Ze. Now we know around the nucleus electrons are moved in a particular path. Now the electron cloud of a charge is indicated by the letter minus Ze. Now this electron is revolve around the nucleus with a sphere of radius capital R. Then charge density rho is equal to charge per unit area. Here the charge is minus Ze. Now the area of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here we used a negative charge, so the minus sign indicates the negative charge of the electron. So this is the charge density value for electron cloud. When an electric field E is applied, the nucleus and electrons experience a Lorentz force that will be equal to Ze capital E in a opposite direction. That means nucleus is a positive center of gravity and electron is a negative center of gravity. By the application of external electric field, nucleus move towards the field direction and electron cloud move towards the opposite direction. Due to that, there is a force developed between nucleus and electron. That force is Lorentz force. Therefore, nucleus and electrons are pulled apart. Due to pulled apart, a Coulomb force also developed between them. Now, at an equilibrium, these two forces are equal and opposite in direction. So, the nucleus and the electron cloud are separated by a small distance x. So, this is the figure represents the how atom without and with electric field changes their position. This is the atom and it is a nucleus. Now electron revolves around the nucleus with a radius capital R. In this diagram, without external electric field, the positive center of gravity of nucleus and the negative center of gravity of a nucleus are coincide. That means there is no separation between electron cloud and a nucleus. When electric field is applied, now the center of gravity of negative charge and positive charge are separated by a distance small x. That means positive charge move towards the electric field, negative charge move away from the electric field. So at this position, at an equilibrium condition, there are two forces are exhibit and they are equal and opposite. Now the Lorentz force is equal to minus Ze capital E and the Coulomb force is Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Now the formula here we substitute. The Q1 is plus Ze and the Q2 is charge enclosed in a sphere of radius x and the distance between the two charges is x. Therefore, this is the Coulomb's force. But here First we find the value charge enclosed in the sphere of radius x. For this, here the charge enclosed for the sphere of radius x is formula 4 by 3 pi x cube rho. Now again here substitute the value of rho from equation 1. Therefore 4 by 3 pi x cube minus 3 by 4 ze pi r cube. So on cancellation of 4, 4, 3 and 3, pi and pi, finally we get the answer for charge enclosed sphere of radius x is minus z x cube by r cube. Now this value is substituted in the equation. Then we get an equation 3, that is z square e square x by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. Now equating the both forces. On equating, here there is a cancellation z of e and z of e. So finally we get the formula for x. X is equal to minus 4 pi epsilon naught r cube e by ze. Now we have to find the value for electric dipole momentum. As the definition of electric dipole momentum, charge and the distance between the charges. Here the charge is ze and the distance between the charges is x. Here we also find the value of x in the x value. Now substitute here. Now cancel the ze and ze. So finally we get the formula of electric dipole momentum. Mu e is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught r cube e. Here 4 is constant, pi is constant, epsilon naught is constant, and the radius is constant. Now here the variable function is only capital E. So mu e proportional to capital E. To remove the proportionality, here we put a proportionality constant, that is alpha e. Alpha e means electronic polarizability. Now by comparing these two equations, the electronic polarizability alpha e is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. So this is the electronic polarization and the corresponding electronic polarizability. Pe is equal to n mu e. Here mu is dipole momentum. It can be written as alpha e capital E. N is the number of atoms per meter cube. But we have know the relation between polarization and electric field is P is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r minus 1. Here the polarization formula is n alpha e. Now equating the both equation by cancellation of capital E on both sides and cross multiply epsilon naught. Therefore epsilon r minus 1 equal to n alpha e by epsilon naught, or alpha e can be written as cross multiply n and epsilon naught. Therefore electronic polarizability is epsilon r minus 1 epsilon naught by n. So this is the expression for electronic polarizability. So this is the electronic polarization and also electronic polarizability expressions. Now the next type of polarization is ionic polarization. Ionic polarization takes place in ionic solids like NaCl, KCl, KBr and LiBr. When an electric field is applied to ionic solids, the positive and negative ions are displaced to their respective polarities, creating a dipole. This phenomena is called ionic polarization. That means a simply displacements of ions. That means cation and anion. There is a dipole is created by the application of electric field. This phenomena is called ionic polarization. This is the a figure represents the how the ions are displaced when the electric field is applied. Actually, this is the original place, Na plus and Cl minus ion. Whenever an external electric field is applied, there is a displacement between the ions. That means Cl minus ions displace at a distance x2 and Na plus displace at a distance x1. So, there is a separation between two ions. So, here a dipole is developed. Due to that, a dipole momentum is induced. Here, small m is the mass of Na plus, capital M is the mass of Cl minus. So, in the absence of electric field, there is no displacement of ions. Whenever electric field is applied, an induced dipole momentum is developed due to displacement of these ions. Now, in this case also, we have to find the formula for ionic polarization and also ionic polarizability. For this, here we have to take ionic dipole momentum, that is mu I is equal to charge into distance between the two ions. So, here charge is small e and the distance between the two ions is x1 plus x2. Now, whenever the charges are separated, between the ions there is a restoring force is developed. Now, this restoring force F is always proportional to x1, that is displacement of positive ion, x2 displacement of negative ion. Now, to remove the proportionality, there is a proportionality constants beta 1 and beta 2. Now, due to restoring force, a spring constant is developed. That means this beta value is equal to m omega square. Here omega is angular frequency. Now, at the same time, there are two forces are applied on the ions. That means at equilibrium position, the Lorentz force and the restoring force are equal. Now, the Lorentz force is small e and capital E. Here we cannot write Z because in the electronic polarization there are number of charges. So, that is why Z term is used. But here only one ion, so we have to take only small e. So, Lorentz force small e capital E is equal to restoring force m omega naught square x. Here x is equal to formula by cross multiplying here. So small e capital E by m omega square. This formula is applicable for the cases of x1 and x2. Here the masses are also varying. For x1 is, that means for Na plus ion mass is small m, Cl minus ion mass is capital M. Now substitute these values x1 and x2 in dipole momentum mu is equal to formula. By common the values omega naught square. Here we get the value dipole momentum is equal to E square by omega naught square 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M into capital E. So this dipole momentum formula is compare with alpha I capital E. Now the alpha I value is alpha square omega naught square 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M, which is called ionic polarizability. So in this case also we have to find the value for ionic dipole momentum and ionic polarizability. Finally, ionic polarization is the displacement of ions by the application of electric field, and corresponding polarizability is called ionic polarizability. Now another type of polarization is orientation polarization. Now orientation means movement, change their direction. So orientation polarization phenomena occurs only in polar molecules, like molecules which have permanent dipole moments, example water, phenol, etc. When an electric field is applied to a polar molecules, the dipoles experience a torque and try to align parallel to the field direction. That means in orientation polarization process occurring only polar molecules. That means they have already dipoles, but these dipoles are move in random direction. Due to that, the net dipole momentum is 0. Whenever apply electric field, all the dipoles are oriented. That means they experience a torque and they are try to align parallel to the field direction. That means they behave like a big dipole. So they easily converted as a polar molecules. So this type of polarization is known as orientation polarization. So this is the dipoles. So here dipoles already created in the this type of polar molecules. Whenever applying external electric field, dipoles are oriented. That means here two equal and opposite forces are applicable on the dipole. So automatically a torque is acting on the dipole. So automatically they move to the field direction. That means the alignment to the applied electric field direction. So they act as a big dipole. So the alignment of electric dipole with the electric field is similar to the alignment of magnetic dipole with applied magnetic field in paramagnetic materials. That means paramagnetic materials have already dipoles, but they move in random direction. So these materials are used in temporary magnets. Now the expression for orientation polarization is can be obtained from the theory of paramagnetism. So the orientation polarization expression is P naught is equal to n mu naught square capital E by 3 kT. So here except E, remaining all the terms are belongs to alpha O. Here alpha O is called orientation polarizability. This value is equal to mu naught square by 3 kBT. Here K is Boltzmann constant, T is temperature. When you observe the last two polarization, that is electronic polarization or ionic polarization, they are independent of temperature. Here orientation polarization is depends on temperature. That means as temperature is increases, the polarizability character is decreases. That's mean whenever a paramagnetic material is heated, they behave like a diamagnetic materials. So that is the concept of orientational polarization. Simply, orientational polarization means orientation of dipoles. So this phenomena is called orientational polarization, and the corresponding polarizability is called orientation polarizability. And the next polarization is space charge polarization. Now here this is a capacitor, positive electrode and a negative electrode. Initially, inside the dielectric materials, all the positives and negative charges are moved in a irregular manner. That means they move in a different directions. The net dipole momentum is 0. Now, in the presence of applied electric field, the charges are migrate in opposite direction. That means positive charges are move negative electrode side and the negative charges are move positive electrode side. So due to migrating of charges, that means there is a separation between two charges. So here a dipole is created. So space charge polarization is occurs due to the accumulation of charges at the electrodes or at interfaces in a multi-phase material. So in the presence of an applied field, the positive ions and negative ions are migrate towards the negative electrode and positive electrode respectively. Now an accurate distance is giving a rise between two charges. So redistribution of charges, but they remains in the dielectric material. That is called electrode is blocking. The space charge polarization can be defined as redistribution of charges due to the applied electric field, and the charges accumulate on the surface of the electrodes. It occurs when the rate of charge accumulation is different from rate of charge removal. Space charge polarization is not significant in most of the dielectric materials. So this is about space charge polarization. So here we discuss four types of polarization: electronic polarization, ionic polarization, orientational polarization, and space charge polarization. Among all the four polarization, space charge polarization is negligible in most of dielectric materials. That means, what is the total polarization in a dielectric material is electronic polarization plus ionic polarization plus orientational polarization. Here there is one of the important point is orientational polarization is depends upon the temperature, and also these polarizations are does not exist in same frequency. Electronic polarization occurs at all frequencies, but orientational polarization is occurs only at some frequencies. That is the concept we have to discuss in next session: frequency dependence of polarization. Now this is the concept of polarization. Now thank you.